And thank you for joining the Legion of Writers podcast. It has been a very long time since we have posted anything. And I know there were a lot of changes. Things were going one way and then another. And guess what? So did life. So, as a writer, as an author, you know that life can come at you pretty fast, just like any other person. And I've recently experienced a loss. Um, I lost my wife, my life partner of 35 years. And so I've been in kind of a funk. It's been really hard to find my mojo again, back to myself again. And to be honest, after 35 years with somebody, I don't know what myself is. So I am rediscovering that along with rediscovering my writing and rediscovering this podcast because I really did enjoy doing this, and I enjoyed being able to pass along some tidbits, some information, and give you all something to fall back on, to realize that you're not alone in your writing journey. And that life can come at you pretty hard, and you can still get back up and keep moving forward. So I will be doing this these interviews and these podcasts with my sister still. She just recently got a full-time job again, so we're going back and forth a little bit in terms of timing. But I do want to be able to provide this podcast, not just for you all, but for me as well. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what happens when life derails your writing process, when life derails the goals that you have set for yourself. Um, I mean, it's a, it's something that happens. You have family that's getting older, family that gets sick, family you need to care for, and then one day they're here, the next day they're gone. So who are you after that? And you need to ask yourself, as a writer, as an author, um, who were you before and who are you now? The differences are not as great as you think. Uh, and at the same time, the differences are as unimaginable as you might believe. Um, because you tend to forget why, or basically, you tend to forget what your why is. Okay. And that's one of the things that you need to start addressing is, what is your why? So when life derails you, whether it's the loss of a loved one, the loss of a job, the loss of, a relationship, the loss of just anything, any losses really can affect your psyche. And when they do that, they affect your writing ability as well. So you need to just be kind to yourself. And that's one thing I don't think I've really been. I have not been kind to myself, and I am trying to be. I have friends and family who have encouraged me to, keep moving forward. And that's what I want to do. I want to keep moving forward. So for those of you that have met me personally, you know that this hair is not the norm. I have not had hair longer than maybe 2 inches in over 35 years. And I decided I was going to try something new. And I am letting it grow out, but I'm still shaving the sides, a little bit of me, a little bit of there, a little bit of everywhere. Um, the only thing is, I totally forgot I had curly, wavy hair. I should have realized that considering my background, but I totally forgot. I haven't had the hair in so long. And now I'm learning what to do with it. So if you're listening to this, I would recommend that you watch the video because it's interesting. Um, I don't know if I look like a Brillo pad or not. I'm not quite sure. My hair is certainly whiter than it used to be. And, that's life. Okay. But one of the things I've realized is that you still need to show up for yourself. And I have continued to go to some of the writer groups that I have yeah, come to know here in Northern Virginia now. I miss my Orlando folks. I miss them desperately. I'm still going to conferences in Orlando area, and the beach area, Daytona Beach and Cape Canaveral area. I still go down there for that, and not just for that, but to, I don't know, reassess, reaffirm who I am, who I was, and be in the place that my Maria loved, which was Florida. So it's one of those chances that I get to be with friends, be with those close friends that I made. And that's something that I'm going to recommend to you is if you've experienced any kind of a loss, again, even something like a job is a huge loss. It is stressful, anything like that. Recognize and realize that you have connections, more connections than you think you did, and reach out to them. I know it's hard for us. We're basically introverts, and yes, I know here I am on camera doing this, but this is practice for me as well, because I am an extroverted introvert. I have learned to be able to communicate in person and this way. This is not my norm. This is not my comfort, but it is something that I am embracing because I need to. I need to as a writer. I need to as an artist. I need to as that squirrely person that gets involved in all kinds of different things. Like a lot of us who write. And I say Legion of Writers because Legion of Writers is, everything from comic books to poetry to flash fiction to nonfiction to memoirs, everything. Okay. We're all artists. Deep in our soul, we are artists. And so very often, most of us have some other art form that we like to do, participate in, or practice. I tend to see something shiny and fall right into it. So I paint, I draw, I do woodworking, I do crafts. I can do crafts out of cardboard. I do all kinds of things. Um, and honestly, that has saved me. Um, the writing has been harder to get back to because it's so personal. Okay. For those of us who write, we know that writing is personal. It is a step that you take to embrace the characters that you are creating, and or if you are writing something like a memoir, that memoir that you are writing, like how do you put all those pieces of yourself that you now feel are broken? Okay. So just realize, have some grace for yourself, reach out to your friends, embrace those other things that you love to do. You will get back to the writing. So if the writing is not calling for you right now, that's okay. It really is okay. Just embrace it. One of the things that, losing my Maria did was I ended up with a little friend. Come here, baby. Oh, he doesn't want to come over here. So I have a 5-pound Chihuahua that that I got for Maria. She wanted a Chihuahua, and she had her for 2 months before she passed, and now I have her. So here I was thinking I was going to be completely alone, and I'm not. I have a 5-pound, very needy Chihuahua named Lola. And Lola does not let me write sometimes because she wants to sit on my lap, sit on my hands, and sit everywhere else. But you know what? That means that I need something as well. So, just embrace the time that you have and the folks that are around you. So I'm going to move over here a little bit. And there she is. There's my Lola. Hello, Lola. Okay. So she she is a little upset right now because it's raining. Okay. But she's going to have to understand that in about an hour, I'm going to dedicate at least 30 minutes of writing time for myself. And this is what this message is for all of you is give yourself grace, give yourself time, allow yourself those little wins. If it's 5 minutes of writing, it's 5 minutes of writing. If it's, you decide to sketch and draw and do something else, but you're thinking about your story, that's great. That's progress. That's something. Okay. It's not nothing. Just know that we're all in this together. And we are not in competition with each other, regardless of how folks want us to be. Um, we're not. We are a legion of writers. We need each other to move forward. And we need each other to be heard. So I invite you all, if you would like to be a part of the Legion of Writers, if you would like me to interview you, if you would like to just come on and share some words of wisdom, I would certainly welcome that. And I will see you all soon. Ciao for now.